Hey, hi, welcome back to our Cisco SD-WAN course. In this video, let us give a quick recap to enterprise-based root certificate authority model for certifying the controllers, and followed by that we will see about an application which we will use as the certificate authority in our labs. Also, I will show you how to install this application and get the basic configurations done on the same. Let's get in. Just a moment. The playlist for this complete Cisco SD-WAN course is available in the description box below and also here in the cards. To encourage me, please do like, share and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell icon so my effort will reach you on time. In our case, this enterprise CA which you see on the screen is going to be XCA software, which we are going to install in this video, and then I will walk you through the basic settings which we have to do in that software application, and then followed by that we will create a root certificate which we are going to use throughout our video course. The first step is the root certificate is retrieved from the enterprise CA, basically copied or downloaded from the enterprise CA and kept as a backup in the administrator's laptop or in a SharePoint somewhere, right? Followed by that, the admin will upload it to the vManage. vManage will share it to the vBond and vSmart. The next stage is the administrator initiates the CSR. It can be either for the vManage, vBond or vSmart, and he downloads a copy of the CSR, submits it to the enterprise CA, gets it approved and retrieves the signed certificate, upload it back to the vManage, and if it is for the vBond or vSmart, it will be shared to them by the vManage. So if you see here, in our case, as I told you, this will be XCA, and we will be copying the CSR, basically downloading the CSR from the vManage, and we will move it to the XCA software, and then we will be signing it, and we will download the signed certificate back to our laptop and upload it to the vManage. So let's start our demo. The first step which you are going to do here is download the XCA software and then install it in our Windows machine, which is my jump box in my lab, and then follow that up by creating a database in the XCA, and then we will go ahead and create a root certificate which we will use in the complete SD-WAN overlay. So let's start off here. Here I am in my browser. I'm going to search for XCA software. Let me zoom in a bit. The second link you see here, that's the one. Click on that. Click here on download. If you see here, the browser is able to identify that we are coming in from a Windows machine. So we can directly click on this one. The software is getting downloaded. The download is complete and I do have this software here. Let me go ahead and install the same. Let me right click and install. Let's click next, accept, next, a complete installation, install. The application is installed. Let me run that XCA now, finish. Here it is, the XCA application. The first thing which you are going to do is create a database and set that up as a default database. Let me click on file and click new database. I'm gonna save it to the downloads. I'm gonna name that as XCADB. Let me save that. I'm gonna set a password for this. Always try to remember this password because the application will prompt you for this password whenever you restart your machine or close this application and reopen. Let's click OK. Now this XCA is ready to create any root certificates or do any configurations. If you see on the bottom, we are using the database which we just created. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do one more step, which is file, set this as the default database. Whenever this software gets closed or the machine reboots, and the application reopens, it will come up with this database. Obviously, it's going to prompt you for that password, but it will open this database. Now we are going to create a root certificate for our use case. Let me click on new certificate, and under this source tab, I'm going to leave everything to be the default values. Let's move to the next tab, subject. Now under the subject tab, we need to fill all these data, which is the internal name, country code, etc. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pick this data from a Cisco website. If in case you are doing this in your production, these values should be the one which is related to your enterprise root CA server. Let me get into the browser. Let's search for Cisco Cisco SD-WAN CSR properties. Here it is, the first page. In this link, let's go down. You see this table? In this table, we do have some example values. This is the one I'm going to use in our lab. So let me move forward. First, in the internal name, I'm going to give a name Network root CA. It's just a name for the root CA server. And then country is going to be US. State, I think it's CA. Locality name San Jose. Let me copy paste for simplicity. Organization name. I'm going to keep the same organization name as in the example. The next one you see here is organizational unit name. So this is the org name which you are going to use in the complete overlay. The one which you are going to use is this. And then the common name, I'm going to just keep it as it is. And email address. Okay, I'm going to use my email address. The next step is we have to generate a private key. So we are going to click on generate a new key, and I'm going to use the same name and let it be 2048-bit. Let me click create. You see it's successfully created, and also that's the private key which is chosen. Now we are good to move to the next tab, which is extensions. Now under the extensions tab, let's first select the type as a certification authority. Let's click on critical, and then it's going to be a subject key identifier. The validity for this root CA, I'm going to keep it to be 10 years. So let it be 10 years. So before I click apply, just look at this. It's 2023 now. When I click apply, it's going to change to 2032, which is 10 years away from today. Now the next tab, which is key usage. Let's click there. I'm going to select digital signature, key encipherment, and certificate sign. So these are the three options needed for a root certificate. The next tab, Netscape. I'm going to select all these three CA things and then click advanced. We don't have anything to do here. Comments, no. I think we are done here. Let's click OK. Now we have successfully created a root certificate. Let's click OK. The next thing I'm going to do is export this and keep a copy locally so that we can use this for our controllers or WAN edges, whatever we are trying to bring up in our complete lab. Let me click on this and then export. I'm going to export it to my doc. Where can I export? Let me keep it in the downloads page. Let me save. Let's see the export format. Let it be PEM. So that's the actual format, PEM format. So let's click OK. Let me go to my downloads folder. So here it is. Let me refresh a bit here. If you see here, we do have a file which is x.509 certificate. So this is the root certificate which we are going to use throughout our lab. So just a quick recap. We have installed an XCA application, which will be the enterprise CA for our complete video course, our complete lab, which we are going to bring up. And then we do have created a database and set that database to be the default database. Remember, whatever password you are setting up in that database, it will prompt you for that password whenever you restart the application. So better we should keep it simple. And then followed by that, we do have created a root certificate for our laptop project. Thanks for watching the video. Hope it was informative. Do comment below for any queries or suggestions. The playlist for this complete Cisco SD-WAN course is available in the description box below and also here in the cards. If you want to encourage me, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you think some of your friends or colleagues will find my content or channel useful, do share, and also do not forget to hit the notification bell icon.